We'll call the St. James Parish School Board meeting to order. 1, open of meeting. A, prayer by Raymond Grove. B, Pledge of Allegiance, Diana Cantilla.
Lord, we thank you for the gift of education and for the opportunity to shape the minds and futures of our students. As we meet today, we ask for your guidance in making decisions that will create a positive and enriching learning environment. Help us to be mindful of the diverse needs of our students and to create a school where every child can thrive. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
C, roll call. Superintendent Kimball.
Marty Poche.
Here.
Diane Cantilla.
Here.
Angela Washington. Sue Byer.
Here.
Tim Detillier.
Here.
Raymond Groh.
Here.
President Flora.
Here. D, discussion and approval of meeting minutes from July 8, 2025. Have a motion. Motion by Diana Cantilla, second by Raymond Grove. All in favor?
Aye.
2, committee meeting reports. A, executive committee report of August 11, 2025. Chairperson Nicole Flora. The St. James Parish School Board Executive Committee met in the school board meeting rooms on Monday, August 11th at 4:15 p.m. Members present: Nicole Florent, Angela Washington, Marty Poche. Purpose: to review the tentative agenda and set the agenda for the August 12th school board meeting. It was recommended by motion by Marty Poche, second by Angela Washington, and unanimously carried to approve the agenda for the August 12, 2025 school board meeting. It was motion by Angela Washington, second by Marty Poche, and the meeting adjourned at 4:40 p.m. B, building committee report of August 12, 2025. Chairperson Tim Detillier.
The building committee met on Tuesday, August 12th at 4:15. Members present was Marty Poche, Amy Gross, and myself. Purpose of the meeting, we had an informational update on the Letcher High School gym renovations, food services, warehouse freezer, the cooler replacement, St. James School Media Center and broadcast studio, and LED lighting projects. No motion was needed. We had a discussion. We had a motion by Raymond, second by Marty, and unanimous carried to approve to move forward and award the contract to Letcher High School softball complex renovations. Next, we had a motion by Marty, second by Raymond, and unanimously carried to approve to hire civil and sports design engineering, move forward with the Letcher High School drainage project, phase 2. And third, we had a motion by Marty, second by Raymond, and unanimously carried to approve to declare surplus property and advertise for bids. We adjourned, motion by Raymond, second by Marty, at 4:59 p.m.
I need a motion.
I make a motion to accept the minutes.
Motion by Raymond Grove, second by Sue Byer. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. C, policy committee report of August 12, 2025. Chairperson Sue Byer.
The St. James Parish School Board Policy Committee met today in the school board meeting room on Tuesday, August 12th at 5 p.m. Members present: Tim Detillier, Sue Byer, and Nicole Florent. Recommendations: it was motioned by Tim Detillier, seconded by Nicole Florent, and unanimously carried to approve the following policies: IFA, instructional materials; JBD, student absences and excuses; JGCE, child abuse. The meeting was adjourned, was motioned by Nicole Florent, seconded by Tim Detillier, to adjourn at 5:10 p.m.
I need a motion Moved by Marty Poche,
That's okay.
second by Raymond Grove. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. 3, business finance instruction. A, discussion and approval of St. James Parish Employee Handbook. This item aligns with priority 5 of the board's strategic action plan. Kelly Cook.
Good evening, everyone. Before you, you have a draft of the 2025-2026 St. James Parish School Employee Handbook. This handbook is the hard work of the HR department, specifically Mr. Remy Rope and Daisha Johnson. In our planning meetings, we noticed that we didn't have one place where employees could go at a quick glance just for those important policies, procedures, how to clock in, how to clock out, etc. So our goal was to bring to you an employee handbook this school year, and so we do request your approval on this handbook. We do know the information in here, especially those policies. You have already approved those policies. We're just putting it all together so for new employees and existing employees can have it on hand. And this is something we plan to improve on every school year.
Motion by Tim Detillier, second by Diana Cantillo. All in favor? Aye. Motion passed. B, discussion and approval of occupational therapists. This item aligns with priority 4 of the board's strategic action plan. Kelly Cook.
This is for occupational therapists to serve our special education students in the district. We are still looking for that full-time occupational therapist to be a St. James Parish School System employee, but in the intern, we have these occupational therapists. We have 2 that's going to work 1 day a week in our district and 2 that will work 2 days a week in our district to cover those services.
Motion by Subaya, second by Tim Detillier. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. C, discussion and approval of part-time nurse contract. This item aligns with priority 4 of the board's strategic action plan. Kelly Cook.
Yes, this is for a part-time registered school nurse that will serve 3 of our West Bank sites, 6 Ward Elementary, Mace, and St. Louis Academy. As we've previously discussed, the medical needs of our students are growing, and we only have 1 RN on that West Bank. And now we do have LPN that, provide medical services at several sites, but we needed additional RN to do the health plan and service, supervise those LPNs. So this person will assist with those 3 sites.
Motion by Raymond Grove, second by Marty Poche. All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody wanted to say. Okay. Motion carried. Okay. D, discussion and approval of certificated and support staff stipend plan. This item aligns with priority 4 of the board's strategic action plan. Kelly Cook and Ashley Muntz.
Good evening, everyone. This is the plan for the certificated and support staff stipends that was approved this summer at the 2025 legislative session. This plan we just took previous year plan and added to it, modified as needed. So $2,000 will go for all certificated staff, and that is based on code. So depending on your code, the state sees you as a certified person, you will get $2,000. If the state, your code says you get $1,000, you will get $1,000. That is not for the district to decide. That was set by the state. This will be a one-time stipend that we will pay in September. If you go down, there are some additional information that we include specific to our district. So all pre-K teachers and paraprofessionals will also receive either $2,000 or $1,000 depending on their the coding. Head Start employees will be eligible for the $2,000 or $1,000 stipend. We have 6 part-time employees that will receive a $500 stipend. That's 1 hour translator, for the 4 occupational therapists, and then 1 part-time nurse. So all employees will receive payment on September 10th as long as they were employed in our system as August 31st. We will do a second round of payment on October 10th for anyone that started August 31st to September 30th. And also on your member year notice, there's that last bullet. That last bullet should go right under that sentence where we talk about the October 10th payment. And that cutoff date will be September the 30th instead of the 15th after speaking to payroll. And then finally, any employee that's actively starting working after September 30th will not receive a stipend payment.
I need a motion. Motion by Tim Letellier, second by Sue Byer. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
E, discussion and approval of the following certificates of payment. This item aligns with priority 3 of the Board Strategic Action Plan. Ashley Muntz.
Good afternoon. Tonight I have before you a few payments for approval. The first one we have is for Guy Hopkins Construction for the Letcher High School gym renovation in the amount of $264,295.19. I have one for Murray Architects for the Letcher High School gymnasium renovations design in the amount of $41,120. Another one for Murray Architects for the Letcher High School softball complex renovations and additions design in the amount of $55,257.68. One for Thompson, Luke and Associates for the food service warehouse freezer cooler replacement design in the amount of $31,259.40. And then the final one there for Star Services of Baton Rouge for the Mace chiller replacement project in the amount of $146,690. And we bring these before you tonight for approval for payment.
Motion by Tim Letellier, second by Marty Poche. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. F, discussion and approval of school activity funds manual. This item aligns with priority 3 of the Board Strategic Action Plan. Ashley Muntz.
Good afternoon again. Tonight I'll bring before you the school activity funds policy manual. This is something that we update each year just depending on what's going on. Some, changes here or there. The biggest one this year, as you're all aware of, is the cashless transactions that we're doing in the schools. So we wanted to be very specific through the manual on that. But this is basically how the manual for the schools, principals, secretaries, and whatnot of how to run the school activity funds.
Motion by Diana Cantilla, second by Raymond Grow. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Let me say one thing, since you mentioned the cashless piece. I've been getting a lot of very positive feedback at the beginning of the school year from community members and staff members about the ease of the process and just being thankful that they don't have to worry about bringing cash every week. They can pay fees up front, pay for different things at the school online through that app. So I think it's been a good start.
And I've seen a lot of that also. I mean, I've had principals who'll send me things. Our parents are so excited. They don't have to find that dollar to get out of carpool line for their kids to do this and that. So the parents really enjoyed being able to pay for those things up front. And I mean, snack sales, they can pay for the whole year, the whole month at a time, and therefore they don't have to worry about it and not have to worry about their babies bringing cash to school also. So I think it's a win-win situation all around.
Thank y'all.
G, discussion and approval to levy millage rates for tax year 2025. This item aligns with priority 3 of the Board Strategic Action Plan. Ashley Muntz and Nichelle Nogues.
Good afternoon. So we bring before you tonight, each year, as y'all recall, we're required to levy our millage rates. This is for the 2025 tax year. There's no change from what we're doing this year is what we had last year for a total mills of 44.78. If you recall last year, it was a reassessment year, and we actually rolled back to make that millage basically receive the same amount. It's to pull it. So what we're doing going into the 25 tax year is to keep it at the same 44.78 mills. Ms. Nichelle's going to go ahead and read through the resolution. We're required to read it aloud.
Good evening, everyone. All right, the resolution. Be it resolved that the following millages are hereby levied on the 2025 tax roll on all property subject to taxation by St. James Parish School Board, Letcher, Louisiana. Constitutional, 3.84. Special maintenance, 6.02.
1994 salaries and benefits, 6.00. 1997 salaries and benefits, 8.97. 1997 early childhood development, 2.99. Debt service, 6.60. 2003 salaries and benefits, 6.97. 2021 additional support, 3.39, for a total millage of 44.78. Be it further resolved that the proper administrative officials of the Parish of St. James, State of Louisiana, be and they are hereby empowered, authorized, and directed to spread said taxes as herein above set forth upon the assessment roll of said parish for the year 2025, and to make the collection of the taxes imposed for and on behalf of the taxing authority according to law, and that the taxes herein levied shall become a permanent lien and privilege on all property subject to taxation as herein set forth, and collection thereof shall be enforceable in the manner provided by law. The foregoing resolution was read in full, and at this point, you all need to call the roll for the adoption thereof of the resolution.
Marty Poche,
Yes.
Diana Cantella,
Yes.
Angela Washington, absent. Sue Byer,
Yes.
Tim DeTillier,
Yes.
Raymond Grow,
Yes.
President Florent.
Yes.
How many yeas?
6 yeas, 1 absent.
1 absent. Thank you.
Thank you.
H, discussion and approval of a contract with XP Synergy Instructional and Educational Support Services. This item aligns with priority 1 and 2 of the board's strategic action plan and the Tillier and Seneca Boudreaux.
All right, good evening. So this contract, the media arts, there's several for XP Synergy. The first one for the media arts coverage, basically that has been a pretty sweet partnership that we've done. We have our own teacher at St. James High that covers pretty much the media 2, 3, 4 with the internship in the specialty areas that we offer at St. James with Wildcat Productions. But one person cannot offer media 2, 3, 4 with all those certifications with the number of classes and courses, plus the enterprise internship that we're trying to work into this model as well. So XP Synergy, and it's a gentleman that we've been having for a couple of years. So it's a good pairing. He has all the certifications that helps get our kids certified that he needs, and he's also in turn helping with our own teacher getting those same certifications that are needed. So they work together in offering those media opportunities at St. James High. And this year it's a little bit more. That contract has been pretty standard. It's a little bit more because we are approaching and embracing a little bit more on the enterprise business side with the interns. We need to grow that side of the Wildcat Productions with the media. So they are going to help us with that and push that a little bit further this year.
Good evening, Board. There are 4 contracts aligned to priority 2 with XP Synergy that I'm asking for your approval for this evening. Of course, there are 2 contracts that will focus on engagement and mentoring services for students with disabilities and non-SPED students at both Lutcher High School and St. James High School. The primary focus here will be on behavioral interventions. We have kids, we had a contract that you all approved maybe a couple of years ago for $85,000 where XP Synergy were providing individual engagement and mentoring support to students with disabilities and non-SPED students. So we decided to do a class to kind of focus on those kids that consistently go back and forth to the alternative center to try to give them more supports on behavior from both of the schools. So we've identified SPED students and non-SPED students to enroll in that classroom. The other contract is for a media arts internship and work-based learning class for students with disabilities and non-SPED at both Lutcher High School and St. James High School. And the last one will help focus on community-based learning for our students with disabilities in a significant needs classroom to get them out in the communities at some of the businesses to be able to learn those life and functional skills. So XP Synergy would provide a job coach to help us to do that.
Moved by Marty Poche, second by Tim DeTillier. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
I, discussion and approval of contract between St. James Parish School Board and Michelle Dewey This item aligns with priority 1 of the board's strategic action plan and the TIA.
All right, good evening again. So this has been an ongoing additional support for library services at Cypress Grove Elementary. Basically, it's Cypress Grove Montessori. Basically, it's 1 day a week, and it provides some extra library in there for their specials, their pulls, their rotations. And this is part of their library media allocation that we give them. That's where the funding's coming from.
Motion by Raymond Grove, second by Diana Cantilla. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. J, discussion and approval of salary schedule addendum. This item aligns with priority 4 of the board's strategic action plan and the TIA.
All right, so this one is very specific to a state allocation differential pay that we have been receiving. It's very, 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 very strict in terms of what's allowable in that particular allocation that we get from the state. There's really only 3 allowables in there, and one of them is to with the development of teacher leaders. So we are putting that in stipends for teacher leaders for after-school work. In the development, we have a lot of assessment work. We have a lot of data analysis with the new accountability that we'll be working through with teachers. And after school, and of course that stipend rate that's in there, it's above what our normal stipend rate is, but with this allocation from the state, we could do that, hopefully enticing our teachers in giving them an incentive to stay after school and participate. But this is state money that we get.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that this is not general fund dollars.
No.
Motion by Subaya, second by Marty Poche. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. K, discussion and approval of a contract with LaSalle. This item aligns with priority 4 of the board's strategic action plan. Seneca Boudreaux.
Good evening, board, again. I just wanted to correct that. That's going to align with priority 2 for the LaSalle contract, but that LaSalle contract, you recently approved a contract with LaSalle to provide instructional support for our SPED teachers and provide through like a coaching model. This contract will allow us to provide some behavior support and coaching for a new teacher, well, not a new teacher to the district, but a teacher that we've transitioned into a classroom at Letcher High School to support a student that has some behavioral challenges. So this contract will allow us to contract with LaSalle to provide that coaching to the teacher and a paraprofessional in that classroom.
Motion by Raymond Grove, second by Tim Detillier. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
L, discussion and approval of a memorandum of understanding for pre-K program and St. James Parish Head Start program. Mayor Beth, email.
Good evening. I come to seek approval for an MOU between the pre-K program and the Head Start program. And I'm the same person, so it's me and the superintendent signing off on both of it.
Motion by Subaya, second by Tim Detillier. All in favor?
Aye.
M, discussion and approval of a memorandum of understanding for St. James Parish School Board and St. James Parish Head Start program. Ms. Mary Beth, email.
Me again. And so this is a MOU between the Head Start program and the whole school board, meaning that it would be all the offices that give support to us, like special education, technology, Ms. Ann Detillier with curriculum, Ms. Callie Cook, Ms. Amy, all of those people, and of course the superintendent, and of course all of you.
A motion. Diana Cantilla, seconded by Raymond Grove. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
N, discussion and approval of a contract with Noel Consulting LLC. This item aligns with priority 1 of the board's strategic action plan and Detillier.
All right, good evening again, and last one. So this contract is for Kathy Noel Consulting. So Kathy Noel is a state employee that has been supporting us pro bono through state work for a little while with the new accountability, that scorecard that I've gone over with you with the Achieve, the Grow, and the Thrive. So we've kind of gone beyond what the state support is. She does have a consulting firm that she works, and she develops trackers, but they're custom trackers to help us to track very specific based on this new simple scorecard that they're giving us, down to the student level. So she is actually building with us student trackers that will actually go all the way down to the teacher level in tracking our Grow, Achieve, and then in the high school Thrive. So we should have no surprises as far as how we are moving and progressing and growing towards that proficiency goal. So this is basically a lot, but it is a lot of hours of legwork, and she will do a few in-person coming in and working with the principals on the tracker and understanding what the tracker does, and then of course the action, because data is important, but it's what we do, the action that we do in response to the data.
Tim Detillier, second by Raymond Grow. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
4, closing of meeting. A, condolences. We have Jalen White, student at Letcher High School. By Raymond Grow, a unanimous second. B, adjournment. Can I get a motion for that? Subaya, and seconded by Diana Cantilla. All in favor? Aye.
Hit the gavel, and get on.